For all your projects, you're always going to need to open up a file. So I'm going to go over if you have the file on your computer already, or if you are just copying a file off of the web, how do you get that into Photoshop? So here I have my Photoshop interface, and it's showing me the recent images I had open. So you obviously wouldn't have anything like this. You would, if you've never opened Photoshop before, this would be blank, but after you've opened it up, it's going to be here. So this is a really fast way to get to things that you'd recently opened if you want to open them again. From here, I could go to Open, or I could go up to File, Open, either one. So I'm going to go to Open. So let's say I just had something on my hard drive. I would just go to File, Open, and then I'm going to look for the image, browse for it, and click Open. And that's it. So if I had an image off of the web, let's see, so go over to, I was looking for landscapes. So two things I could do here. I could either right click on this image and say Save Image As, and then save it in my folder. So you should have a folder for this class. That's what I would really recommend. And so you can always save things there, and I would want to change it, have a more normal name, and I'll just call it like landscape, and hit save. And then in Photoshop I would do the same thing. I would go back over and do File, Open, and browse for that and open it. The other thing I just want to point out is sometimes you don't want to save it as whatever that original file was, a JPEG or something. So I can just save it to my clipboard. I could right click and I could choose Copy Image. Now when I go over to Photoshop, I'm going to go to, that interface is gone, which is fine because I can just go up to File, New. So I'm going to create a new image. And I have a lot of options here for these presets. So like if these are just standard sizes, if I wanted to create something of any one of these standard sizes, or if some of them are sizes that I've set up before. But the one that we want right now is the clipboard. So what Photoshop does is it automatically assumes that whatever you just copied to your clipboard, which I did when I just right clicked and I said copy, that's what I want to make, the size that I want to make my new file. So I'm going to have that selected, and I could give it a name here, and everything here I'm just going to keep the same and hit create. So it gives me a blank file, so it's just the right size, and now I can paste in my image. And I can use the keyboard shortcut Control V if you're on a PC, or Command V if you're on a Mac, or I can go up to Edit, Paste, and there it is. Okay, so that's just really how you would go about bringing your images into Photoshop. And then the next thing that I will talk about in my other video is the steps that you need for your first project.